started. Ever since he came to the Penguins in February of 2009, there has been a sense of anticipation and excitement surrounding Eric Tangradi, who made the team out of training camp and is having a great start to his NHL career. Earlier on this week, I had a chance to sit down with the 21-year-old forward in the IPH Conversation, sponsored by Verizon.
Eric, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Congratulations on all the success thus far. I want to know, what were your expectations going into this season? Because you knew you'd have a pretty good opportunity. Penguins made some signings, though, and you had a really good camp. So what were you thinking going into this season?
Well, you know, based on the summer that I had, I came in with a positive mindset, and, you know, my focus and my goal was to make the Pittsburgh Penguins, and, you know, I just wanted to show the coaching staff and management what I could bring to the table, and, you know, no matter who they signed, that hopefully they needed a guy like me on the team.
Well, we got to talk about growing up in Philadelphia, Flyers fan, of course, and we know where your allegiance is now, so we can talk about this. When you were growing up, did you have a hatred for the Penguins? Because I grew up here and everyone hates the Flyers, so was there a hatred? You can admit it now. Was there a hatred for the Penguins?
I mean, I think you really have no choice. There were so many good playoff series and so many good games during the year that whenever the Flyers played the Penguins, there was a little extra added to the table. So, you know, growing up, I definitely wasn't a Penguins fan, and it was some good battles.
How exciting was it for you on opening night against the Flyers, opening up the brand new building, but also having so many friends and family members here making the drive over from Philly?
Yeah, it couldn't have been drawn up any better. I think it was a very special moment for me and my family, and you know, it added a little bit to the table playing the Flyers. Everyone from Philadelphia comes across state and cheers against the team we all grew up watching. So it was definitely an interesting night, but a special one for everyone as well.
Do they all critique your play after watching you in the stands there? What do they say after a game like that?
You know, it was funny. A lot of my family, you know, they enjoyed the experience a lot, and a lot of my friends still gave me a hard time because the Flyers won, but they were excited to watch me play.
How about the biggest difference between the AHL and the NHL, aside from the speed and the size of the players? We hear those two all the time, but is there something else that stands out as you made the jump from the AHL to the NHL?
I think it's so obvious that you need to bring your game every night. I think consistency is so huge in this league, and if you don't bring your game every night, it shows up. And also, as far as making mistakes, if you make one mistake in the NHL, you know, 90% of the time they capitalize on it. So I'd say consistency and definitely making sure you make the right play out there.
Well, Eric made his NHL debut last season with a game on Long Island. So tell me, what was your wow, I'm in the NHL type moment, that moment where you realized that you were a National Hockey League player?
Well, you know, that game last year in Long Island was very special, but I think being able to come out in the new arena and announce the starting lineup, and, you know, to hear my name a part of that, and to skate to the red line, and, you know, hearing the fans, and I think that was the wake-up call, like, you know, hey, this is it, you know, you did it. To make an opening day roster is very special, and, you know, last year being a call-up was special, but nothing compares to, you know, being on that opening night roster.
Well, tell me about your first National Hockey League goal. Probably not how you envisioned it when you were playing street hockey in Philly, but you banked it in there. Just tell us about the goal.
Yeah, Mark got the puck in deep, and I was able to pick it up. And, you know, just the way I play, I throw pucks to the net and, you know, give anything a chance. And, you know, you throw pucks to the net hoping that one of those is going to go in, and it happened to go in. It wasn't pretty, but, you know, I'll take it, and it's nice to have that first one under my belt.
Who got the puck?
Mark ended up grabbing the puck, which was nice of him, and brought it to the bench, and they've got it sitting somewhere in my stall.
Okay, so you have it. You can give it to somebody, maybe a family member?
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a case for it and put it in my house at home. You know, that means a lot to my family as much as it does to me, so it'll be a nice table piece at home. All
right, well, you're a young guy. What do you like to do aside from playing hockey? When you're away from the rink, maybe you get an off day. What do you like to do?
You know, I'm a big TV guy. I like to watch a lot of seasons. I'm a big Dexter fan, so I try to keep track of that. And I like to play some video games too. I'm young, so I like to think I can get away with doing that. So, you know, on off days I like to chill, relax, and you know, try and stay active somehow.
And you're telling me a little Call of Duty on PlayStation, right?
Yeah, I like to consider myself a pretty good player. So, you know, I might be talking some trash here or there to people out on the internet.
All right. Our thanks to Eric Tangradi. Continued success to you. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
The IPH Conversation is sponsored by Verizon.
Always great to chat with Eric Tangradi. And Katie, we are here in front of the Penguins Pulse Twitter board, and there's probably a good chance that you'll see Eric Tangradi's name up there, right?
A very good chance. If you're a fan of Eric Tangradi, then you certainly know about his infamous Twitter account and Twitter trivia games that he's doing on a pretty regular basis. Coming up next, Max Talbot jumps on board the Hockey Fights Cancer train on this week's edition of Inside Penguins Hockey, presented by Verizon.